Hi, my name is Frauke Gallia from the Smell Gym. Today we're going to do an easy smell training exercise you can do at home using everyday items. We're going to focus this particular video on citrus fruit. So what I've got here is a lime, a lemon, a grapefruit, and an orange. So four citrus fruits that you can easily find in your grocery store. And I've cut them in half because that's going to make it really easy to smell. And what we're going to do is work on an exercise within Smell Health called odor identification. Now, because we're looking at the fruit, it's going to be very easy to identify the odor. So, this odor identification exercise is all about language and putting words to odors. Something that's really hard to do, isn't it? We're not really taught to describe smells. It's so difficult for us. And I'm going to teach you a way to do it that's incredibly easy. And it's going to really help cognitive function because language is tied to our sense of smell. So here we go. We're going to start with a lime. And what I want you to do is just start by smelling it. Not too long because really it only takes a few sniffs to get a feel for what you're smelling. Now, for me, I like to start with the sense of touch. So if you imagine the texture of this. So for me, this is it's almost like a net. So it has kind of a netting feel to it. And then next, I'd like to do my taste. So I'm using the five senses really to describe. So taste is bittersweet, sour, salty, umami. And for me, this is kind of salty, strangely enough. Well, maybe not strangely because a lot of drinks include limes and then they have a salt around the rim, right? We won't talk about that. But so maybe there's an association going on here. But so there's also a little bit, it's quite sweet and salty to me. We're not tasting it, and it can have a very bitter taste. But just smelling it, I don't get as much of bitterness. Now, if we also think about sight, is it bright? Is it dark? Those are ways you can start thinking about words. And for me, it's a little bumpy. It's not completely smooth. What I mean by bumpy is that it kind of goes in waves, the odor. So that's how you can start thinking about it. Let's try the lemon and see what we can identify there. By the way, if you want to get a little bit more oomph, just squeeze it slightly to release the odor. And for me, this is so bright visually. It's so bright. It's loud. It commands a space in the room. See, I'm just using words, any words. There's no right or wrong to describing things. The key is to just start really paying attention and making a connection with what lemon smells like through words. It's bright. It's got some sourness. It's not smooth. It's a little spiky to me. It's a little pithy because I'm smelling the pith. So that's another way to describe it. It's sunshine. It's so big. So that's another way to describe it. So let's go to grapefruit because grapefruit is a little different. When I think of grapefruit or when I smell it, immediately it's sweet. It's so sweet and it's beautiful. It's got, if you can say it, it's got more warmth than the lemon does. The lemon is a little cooler and grapefruit is that much warmer. It's not a warm odor by any means, but if I compare it to what I just smelled in the lemon, it's certainly got a little bit more warmth, more roundness to it. I like to use shapes. Shapes are a great way to describe things. So that's a wonderful way to describe grapefruit is It's warmer than that. So I'm doing a little bit of comparison at the same time, but we're focusing on language. And what you're smelling in front of you can be described in lots of different ways. You can use sound, sight words, you can use temperature, or even temperament. Is this a person that's really loud? I like to think of them as people, really. Are they loud? Are they quiet, kind of meek? Are they, going to command a room? Are they going to disrupt? Or are they people pleasers? Are they trying to please everyone? There's lots of different fun things you can do. Let's just try the orange quickly. Orange is also incredibly sweet. It's even sweeter than grapefruit. And it's so beautiful. It's just like your best friend. To me, orange, it's familiar, it's bright, it's smooth. In what I'm smelling here, it's like silk in a way. If you had to touch it, it would be like touching silk. It's so beautiful. And another bright and sunny odor. So those are just some simple ways you can start describing. So practice putting language to odors and use everyday items in your home. If you can get some different fruits, you can easily do this exercise as an odor identification exercise. Look forward to having you try it and let me know what you think.